Hello my beautiful people, you're welcome to my channel. Thank you for clicking on this video. So today I'll be showing you how to cage your bust cup, your corset bust cup. Okay, and with this method you will not need wording, you will not need already made cup for your corset bustier. Okay, so I say a very big welcome to you, and if this is your first time of coming to my channel, you are very welcome. Welcome to the family. Join this beautiful family by subscribing. It is free. Just hit on the subscribe button below and turn on the bell beside it so that whenever I upload a new video, you would be notified. Okay, I am Vivian and I say a very big welcome to you. And for my old subscribers, my returning subscribers, God bless you all. You guys are wonderful. So without wasting much time, let's move on to the lesson of the day. So I have cut out my corset pattern. For those of you that have been following me, you'll be familiar with this pattern. Okay, I have made videos on how to draft and cut your corset patterns, and they are very easy. In case you haven't watched them, I'll be leaving the link to the corset pattern videos in the description box below so that you can check them out. Okay, so just watch how to cut your corset pattern, then after learning how to cage it, you can watch how to cut it so I can cage your bust cup. And this is very easy to do. So what you'll be needing for this is your boning. Okay, the Regilene boning. There are different types of boning, but what we need here is the Regilene boning. So this is the kind of boning you can stitch on. Okay, so it's Regilene boning. Then you'll be needing any interfacing of your choice. You can use paper stay, collar stay, or any interfacing. So I'm using paper stay. Okay, so and you can use collar stay. Yes, that is good as well. So now, without wasting much time, we'll proceed. So I'll take off my patterns. Then we'll be concentrating on the cup part because that is what we want to learn how to do, how to cage it. Okay, so these are I've cut out the lining for it, as you can see. So I'll just put these aside and I would iron my cup pattern on I will iron it to the paper stay. Okay, just the cup. Then for the main bodies, you can decide to use any interfacing of your choice. If your fabric is not thick enough, you can just use interfacing, but I'm okay with what I have, so I'm not adding any interfacing to it. But for the cup part, I'll be adding paper stay. So what I'll simply do is just to iron my cup to the paper stay. Okay, so let me do just that and I'll show you. So I have ironed my paper stay on the cup pattern, both on the lining fabric and on the main fabric. So like I explained during my tutorial on how to draft your corset, I said you should always have your pattern handy to help you in case, looking at this, you might not know which side is which side. So but your pattern would always be of guide. Okay, by the time you arrange it, you know that this one is the center front and this is the side front, like this. Okay, so by the time you place it, this is how it will go. Okay, so but that's not what we are learning today. I've explained that in the drafting tutorial. So what we are going to do now is to stitch. So I'll go ahead and stitch the cup. Okay, so I'll just join the cup like so, the lining fabric separately and the main fabric separately. So by the time I join it, then I'll show you the next thing to do. Okay, so I've sewn the cups. Okay, and this is it. And so this is the lining part. We are working on the lining part because I don't want the stitch of the boning to show on the good part of my fabric. So I'll be doing the caging on the lining part. So just what I will do. So now I'll pick up my cup. So for the purpose of this tutorial, I'll use marker to mark. So you can just use pencil or pen. So you just mark. Now you give ½ inch round. That is, you'd leave space of ½ inch, which you'll be using to join your cup to the bodies. Okay, so you can measure it if you like. and possibly you can even take more than ½ inch. You can take half and quarter. Okay, I think is it half and quarter, just a little bit after ½ inch, like so. Okay, so that by the time you stitch you still have a little room. So I'm using a marker so that you can see the mark clearly. So I'll just go round like so. Okay, I haven't marked like this. You can just, you know, take about 2 inches. Okay, take about 2 inches. Then you measure another 2 inches. So you mark it. So let's see how many you have here. 1, 2, 3. Then this last one here will be 4. So you can even add one more here. Okay, I think this one is okay. This one is okay. Then on this side too, you can just mark. Let's see, we'll be having one at the middle at this seam here. So just measure between this point and this point. You take the midpoint, so we'll mark at 1.5. Just so you know they are not the same all the way. So here we'll be having 2 inches, so just connect it. Okay, so you also measure here. So here we'll also be having about 2 inches. You connect, then you also measure. Let's see, 1, 2, 3. We'll have one here as well. So let's have one here. Here is 2, so take 1 inch. So let me add one more here. Let's see, 2 inches. So let's take 1.5 here now. Let's take 1.5 from here. So it mustn't be just too accurate. So I'm just measuring it, okay, for a guide, so that it will be a guide where you stitch the boning. Okay, so we have settled this side. Now to this side you do the same thing. Just take the midpoint. Okay, so from here to here we had about 3. Okay, so here you also measure and then mark the midpoints. Okay, so you know this side is wider than this other side. That is why we have it longer here. So just mark the midpoint. About 1.5. So this is what we have. So you can see this. I'll go ahead and do the same thing on this other cup. Then I'll show you how to stitch it, okay? That is how to sew your boning to it. So I've drawn the marks on the two cups. So the next thing is to go to our sewing machine and stitch our boning, okay? So you see the way the boning is curving, that is how we would sew it. So you can start with either the vertical line or the horizontal. So I prefer to start with the horizontal, that is this one. I will go this way, I'll stitch to this side, stitch this side, stitch this side. So this last one I will check if it's okay, I'll still stitch on it, but if it's not necessary, I'll leave it. Then by the time you have gone horizontal, then you now go vertical, okay? So for the vertical, I'll stitch this one, then I'll now use this one to bind them up like so here, okay? So let's just go over to the sewing machine and you see what I will do, okay? So now I would stitch my boning to it, okay? So you can decide to go vertical first or horizontal, whichever way. So let me go horizontal first, then vertical. So what you do, just place your boning. So you just place your boning like this. Hope you can see this. Then you just take it to the level where you have it, then you cut, okay? So you can just cut out a little bit extra. It's better to have it excess than for it not to be enough. Just a little bit extra. When you're done, you can trim it out. So just open up your cup very well. Then you start from here. Make sure the boning is inside the line. So you just start stitching. So open up your cup very well. So you just do it, you go gradually. So by the time I get to this point, I'll just cross. And also stitch. So I'll also stitch this side. So this is the first one. So to the second one, make sure you open your cup very well. Then you place it. Then you cut it out. So we have the first and the second one. So I'll do the same thing at this third one. So I'll be leaving this one. I will not do this small one here. So we'll just have 1, 2, 3. So if I do this one, it might affect the stitching. That is joining of the cup to the main bodies. So I'll just leave it at this 3. So this one is okay. So it's okay like this, 1 2 3. So I'll go ahead and do the other ones. So now I'll start with the center. Okay, I'll just place it, and I'll cut it. So starting from here, don't forget. So this is it now. I'll sew this one and this one. By just running a stitch there. Guys, bind them down. So this is my caged bust cup. As you can see, very beautiful. This is the back. So I did this on the lining because I don't want these stitches on the main fabric. So some people do it on the main fabric. If you don't mind, you can still go ahead and do it on the main fabric. So this is how you have it on your main fabric. You can see the stitches It's not that bad, okay? But I don't want any stitch because there are some fabric you might be using like lace and all that. You might not want to have these stitches on it, so it's better you do it on the lining. So I'll show you what to do. So having done it this way now, we'll go ahead and join the cup to the bodies of the lining. Okay, so this is the other one, so you can see the both of them. Okay, so now we'll join this to the bodies of the lining. Simply get your lining and you look for the side that is the inside. So this part, looking at it, this the smaller side is the center front. So this one will be by this side like this. Okay, this one will be by this side. So what I'll do, I'll just join the midpoint to this side. Just join it like this. So I'm going to use my pin to hold it down here. So hold it down with pin. Then you also match up this side. So you match up this side. Hold it down with your pin. So now you match up all the parts of the cup to the space. Okay, just match it up and you stitch. So here it is. I'll go ahead and stitch. So you can just match it up and you pin it, then you stitch. Okay, so this is it. So you can see this. So I'll go ahead and stitch it inside. Okay, you can see everything is aligning. So make sure you match up properly, then you stitch. So this is it. Okay, so this is it. We'll go ahead and notch it inside, try to relax. Make sure not to notch on your seam. So I'll do the same thing to the other side. Okay, so this is it for our caged art. So this is the lining part. Like I said, you can do this on your main fabric. So now let me show you what to do if you have done this on your lining. But if it's on your main fabric, you just leave it like this. What you do is now you join the lining parts. Okay, but since this is on the lining, this is what you will do. You get your main fabric. So I've also joined the cup of my main fabric, as you can see. Okay, I've also joined the cup. So what I'll do now is just to line it up normally. Remember, if you're lining, good side facing good side, like so. So you join them. Okay, so you just align them and you join at the neckline here. Okay, so you can see everything is aligning well. Okay, so I'll go ahead and stitch it. All right, so we are done stitching. Now let's move over to the table. Let me show you what to do. So this is it. I've joined the lining part to the main fabric, as you can see. Okay, and this is the other side. So you can see our caging. Okay, it's very bright. So you can see the inside. Okay, so we'll turn to the right side now. Okay, so to make this caging effect, happen on this side, what we'll do is just simply pushing this one in. Just simply push it in. So in this way, you still have your caged cup, and you have that is without the seam showing on this side of the fabric. So you can see what I have just done. It is simple. So sorry for the noise in the background. So the advantage of this caging method, or this boning method, is that you can adjust your cup whichever way you want it. Okay, the boning helps the cup to stay firm, and and this method I have used too, using it on the lining part to help it stay very well. Whichever way you want it, just adjust it. Okay, so you can see, just place it, adjust it, and you have the effect on this side. So you can see, just adjust it whichever way you want, and you can see. Okay, so we have the effect on this side already, and on the inside you can see what we have. Very neat, very neat. And at the outside too, very neat, without any stitch lines showing. So you can see. So I hope you like this video. Give it a like, share with your friends. So I'm thinking of just adding bias tape to give my cup effect like this. Isn't this beautiful? Though if I wanted to do this, I would have done it before joining the lining, but even at that, I can still do it. Yes, I can still do it like this. Okay, it's simply just stitching on it. Since I've not stitched the sides of the line, I can raise it and just stitch on this. Just to give it that corset-y look. So guys, I hope you like this video. Please give it a like. Yes, give it a huge like, share with your friends. And if you have not subscribed and don't know what you're waiting for, hit on that subscribe button. It is free. It's just for you to be part of this wonderful family, and for you not to miss out on any upload, because I'll be uploading a lot of videos on this channel. I have a lot on my planner. Okay, so subscribe, turn on the notification bell, so that whenever I upload a new video, you'll be among those that will be notified. And don't forget to share this video with your friends and give it a like, please, so that others can see it. Thank you so much for watching. Remain blessed, and see you in my next video. Bye.